This chapter is all about working with graphics and getting a little bit more out of them. I'm going to start off with a new feature in InDesign CS5, which is called Gridify, strange name. And I did cover this in the beginning tutorial, but I'm just going to go over it again a little bit here because it is new and it's a very useful feature. And what it does is it enables you to draw multiple frames at the same time, basically. So let me come over, and actually before I do this, I'm going to change the default color. I'll just make it a shade of yellow here, and it just makes it a little bit easier for you to see on the screen as I do it. Plus I've got a black stroke. So I'm going to come over here, and if I just draw a frame like that, there we've got a single frame. I'll delete that, and now I'll do it again, but this time as I draw I'm going to hit the right arrow. There I get 2 frames, 3 frames, and you'll notice that I actually cover the same area unless I move the mouse, and it just fits the number of frames every time I hit an arrow. I can move it out like that and reduce the number by hitting the left arrow like that. If I want to create more vertically, I'll just hit the up arrow. I can drag down to change the shape of them like that, and there I've created a grid. Release, and there we have a grid on the page, and we could put text in there, graphics in there, whatever we want. Everything proportional and the spacing correct. Let me just select and delete them. There we go. And let me draw them again, and again I'll hit the right arrow and the up arrow, and there we've got a grid of 4. Now if I hold down the command or control key and hit the up arrow, and I'm keeping it held down because it only moves a little bit at a time, there you can see that I'm changing the spacing between the items. Now if I hold the right arrow with the controller command key, there I'm changing the spacing there. Down arrow, left arrow, you get the idea. And we can place them all like this. Now I can do this with any shape, not just rectangles like that. I can come over here and maybe choose the polygon tool, make a polygon, right arrow like that, up arrow, and there we create that. Now if you were using previous versions of InDesign, you would have known that if you used the up and down arrows with the polygon tool, you would change the stars. You can still do that, but you've just got to hit the space bar first. There I hit the space bar, and I can use the up and down arrows to change the number of points in my polygon, or the right or left arrows to change how far the point goes in, like that. Again, hit the space bar, and then I go back to the Gridify mode. Oops, I clicked on the screen there, and that's what created that. So let me select those and delete those, and show you another feature that you can use the Gridify with, and that is in conjunction with placing graphics. I'm just going to browse the files here. It should open to the folder that I want, and here I can just select the files. I'm going to reduce the picture so that I can see them. Here we've got the graphics we've been using all along, and I'm just going to choose maybe half a dozen or so. I'm not even sure how many I have selected here. There we go. Drag them out onto the page, and then we get our loaded icon here, and it tells me we have 8 items here. So I can start drawing like that. Then I hit the right arrow. There I got 2, up arrow, down arrow. There we have 6, 9, and then if that's what we want, we can just hit release, and there we have all our graphics on a page. Now I'll just switch to another feature, and that is this one here, fill frame proportionally. We can just hit that. And the other new feature that we're going to use in conjunction with the next movie, so I can just introduce it here, is auto fit. Again, covered it in the beginning movie, and when you select that, now when you resize this here, you can see even though I resize the frame without holding any modifying keys down here, that the graphic fits into it based on the one that I had selected. I'm going to undo that a few times because it really got messed up as I was moving along here. I can move this into the frame like that. And again, just resize the frame. Make it bigger like that. And because I have auto fit in, the content changes as well. So that's an overview of that. And in the next movie, we're going to take a look at a new tool in InDesign, which is called the gap tool, and how it works with graphics like this.